Just a quick comment, and it's on the same line as this gentleman over here. When I was president of the Healy County Cavalry back, I guess about 2002, 2001, 2002, and the Town of Forest took our cattle, made us sell our cattle. And well, before that, we were having a lot of problems, and JD was in our district at the time, and he was always there. Either he, with his assistant, Chris Udall, or if he could make it, or if he could make it, Chris was always there with us. But when we lost our cattle, we started going to DC, and I'd line up. Part of the deal was that we'd line up appointments with all of our congressional districts, the senators and our congressmen. And when we'd go in to see JD, even after the line was changed, we'd go in and see him. He was the one that received us better than anybody else. He was always there to work with us and always there to give us whatever help he could get us. We always had an appointment with John McCain. Never once in 5 years was John McCain ever at his appointment. We'd make those 2 months ahead of time, and they would be verified that he was going to be there. He was never there. The last time they were there, he sent some little old questionable guy out in the hall, and he said, the guy's not, he said, the senator's not here. But all of our offices are full. We'll meet with you in the hall. We told him where he could put the hall.
Jerry, I appreciate that. A lot of put it this way, that John McCain, always there when he needs us. I think that's true. Are you not going to, okay, we got Michelle right there. Yeah, hey.
For some of our Democratic friends, would you want to make any comments that we can give back on these attacks that McCain has made to you?
Well, I guess the best thing to say to your Democrat friends are, it speaks volumes if they're embracing Mr. McCain. And we've heard that, and this, but I think less in tactical warfare. Look, this is going to be our year. The seat is solid Republican. You just got a choice, and you're going to have to follow Roberta McCain's advice from 2 years ago. Remember, she said, just hold your nose and vote for Johnny? To go back and have him double cross you again. Or if we're going to rise up in historic fashion and reclaim this seat for conservatives. And that's why today's the last day to be registered Democrats as independents. A lot of conservative independents can come over to our side, but whether it's local Democrats or you know, gosh, a month ago it was Chuck Schumer. They actually have a group in New York called the Irish Lobby. Chuck Schumer gave a speech saying his mentor on border issues was John McCain. Then you had the little guy over at the White House, Gibby Gab Gibbs, up there at the podium, saying we need the old John McCain back. And then you heard it from Obama in his speech, waxing nostalgic about working for amnesty. What more proof do you need? Are you going to believe that? For once, take the left at its word, or are you going to believe the 16 million in half-truths and distortions? And I know my time is short, just 2 minutes. I see I'll have no trouble filibustering and sending the Senate. A lot of you have questions, jd4senate.com. For all the malicious stuff that's going out, Churchill was right. A lie makes it all the way around the world while the truth is still lacing up its shoes. You want the real story, go to jd4senate.com. And also, right there, you'll be able, if you didn't get to see both debates, you can watch them there uninterrupted on your computer and hear John McCain call me a B.I.G. pig. How about that? Our senior statesman, now reduced to a political shapeshifter. It's a sad tale of woe. We thank him for his time, 28 years there, the last 24 in the Senate. It's time to say, sir, thank you for your service, but welcome home. One final thing about time. Only 2 terms. That is my public pledge to you, and it's the gut-level truth. 12 years is enough time. Then it'll be time for me to step aside. And another citizen, hopefully another conservative, to take the seat. You've heard a lot about my alleged faults. Miss Mary could be here and offer a candid assessment. Just understand this. Don't be deceived. There are those who come and speak in glittering generalities with a blank slate. and think if they insert the word Constitution and say openly contradictory things. I heard one, in the debate I heard this about, JD wants to spend too much money on the border. How are you going to solve it? Through the appropriations process. You're not spending. That's like saying, wow, it's too cold outside, but I don't accept this frigid weather. I mean, please don't be deceived. A vote for a protest candidate, and I'm sorry, I don't know what happened with the communications with the Tea Party here. I'd love to come speak. I don't believe I've been invited. Have we ever gotten the invitation from the Tea Party?
Should have.
Well, I want to come, and I'll be on record if you invite me. I'm happy to come. I've heard that certain people have come time after time, and for whatever reason, that lack of communication is there, but I'm here. And as your senator, my door will be open. Please don't be deceived, either by the 16 million or the one who was treated rather transparently as an ally in those debates. Don't be deceived. If you want an honest-to-goodness conservative, he's standing in front of you right now. Together we can make history.
Last question. By the way, you can stay.
Sure, I don't know if you guys
So,
do.
the rest of you, the question. Go ahead.
Okay, it ensures domestic tranquility for Don. It's constitutional. Yes, ma'am.
Okay, we've known JP for a long time, and when we were in the valley.
That's right, even opened up your living room.
Yes, we had a tea party when he was first running in our living room, and we had many, many people there who had no idea who JD was and what was going on, and they all left saying, we're voting for JD, which was wonderful. Now,
I just hope history repeats itself today.
you wouldn't want to drive 15 miles out from their house. So.
Oh, sure.
John McCain came into this race with, if I'm correct, a $5 million blood test. Was it more than that?
Actually, he took almost $5 million out of the Presidential Reserve Fund. He sent his lawyers to the FEC to argue for a loophole that would allow him to take, if you gave money to Mr. McCain's presidential campaign, you need to write for a refund, because that's money that's being used against a conservative here to open this race for the Senate.
And JB put up, if I'm correct, $63,000 of his own money, for his own people's money.
No, ma'am, we don't have that kind of money.
Well,
What we did was we raised, in the first 6 weeks, we raised in excess of $1 million. The great news about the internet, we have over